Okay, so I'm walking on the beach, and I wanted to just say that sometimes in life, you feel like you're drowning, right? You're drowning by the circumstances and the bigness of what you perceive your problem and issue to be. And then sometimes you just need to step outside of the circumstance and look at how big the world is. Look at how big God is. God is not limited to the walls of our mind and our thoughts. God is not limited to the limitations of our circumstances and the money and the people and the job and the project and our emotions and our health. God is bigger than all of that. And so when you look at the winds and the waves, you realize the infinite power of God. You realize that there is nothing between the ocean and the sky, and that God is infinite. It's big. It's bigger than you and it's bigger than me. God is not limited. So we have to open up our minds to God's power and not just our limitations. And then just as you see these footsteps behind me, you just take one step at a time in the sand, and you see how big the ocean is. And you see that as you step and you move, progress happens. Even if it's little by little, it happens. And you will not be swept away. Instead, what you will be is transformed. You will be transformed. You will learn how to walk and swim in deeper waters. Even when it seems rocky and harsh and intimidating and big and overwhelming, you walk. You walk in the sand and you watch. You watch God carry you through the sand, even as the winds and the waves blow, even as the depth of the ocean intimidates. Look at this sky. Show me where the limits are. Show me where the limits are. Is God limited by your situation? Is he? Just because you think small doesn't mean the situation can't be overcome. Is God limited by how you feel? Look at these waves. They come and then they go. They're high and then they're low. It's circumstantial. Sometimes I know you might feel like you're drowning. Look how big it is. Look how overwhelming it is. Look at it. And then they subside. They've got to submit to the power of God. There's nothing that can overtake you that God doesn't allow. There's nothing that's bigger or more vast or more infinite than the sky and the power of God. What are we worried about? What are we intimidated about? It's not God's ability. We're intimidated by our mindset and our circumstances. But circumstances change. Even when they seem high and overwhelming and like you're going to drown, then they change. Then it shifts. Then they subside. So don't allow the circumstances, don't allow the waves, the height of the waves and the turmoil that's beating on you like it beats the sand, overcome you. Don't let it overcome you. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too, it shall pass. It will. God is bigger. Always has been. Always will be. So we must elevate our mindsets. And sometimes you just need to step outside the lines. Sometimes you need to step outside of your circumstances in your environment so that you can see with different eyes, you know? You can see with different eyes. You can see that there's more to life and there's more to this world than what you see or feel or even think. Expose yourself to more than just what you know. Commit yourself to learning and elevation and growth. even if it's non-conventional, even if it's intimidating, even if it's big. So are the waves. So are the waves. And then we learn how to swim. And then we realize that sometimes you gotta just go with the waves and the ebbs and the flow. And just because it doesn't go your way, or it's not always neat and pretty and in a bow tie, in a package, or how you thought it was going to be, sometimes it can end up better, more beautiful. Give yourself a chance to step out, to step up and see how powerful God can be in your life. I love you. I'm in this journey just like everybody else. I just wanted to show you some of my process for processing the shift in life. We got this, y'all. God bless you.